You're watching Tales from the Ten Lands, a Black Barrel Tavern production. Back to the plot. So,
Chaos crew.
while I finish
The
up my
DLG
little last bit of tech stuff, does Skad want to give us a recap?
Yeah, the internet gods decided to be malicious and capricious this morning, so I was without internet all day, and it kind of just sucked all my spoons out. So we're doing this by the seat of our pants, improv style tonight.
Oh, yes!
That's what D&D is.
Last we left off,
Setting people's pants on fire, what?
you interrupted me. Rude.
Also, you just went really quiet because you are now no longer easy mic range.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
how about now? I actually just turned my own voice down. I went quiet, as opposed to me speaking like this. This is why I need to get another. Anyways, last our intrepid adventurers left up. Wait, no, that's a different crew. Sorry. Last our Trace Horny, but nope, that's another one. Last time our little shits, nope, that's another one. Chaos Cord, I think is what we landed. Yes.
Yes.
Last time the Chaos Cord had left off, they had been barreling through the formerly sealed abandoned Dungrave mine, an ancient stronghold of the Riverites and Blood Screamers. We had gone there to clear up an apparent activity by several tribes of kobolds and goblins. We found out that they had broken in, and the ancestor of them, our beloved Silver, started seeing red. So we made our way in, dropped down an elevator, and found where they dug their way in, and then found the other way around. We located an ancient shrine and temple. Had some visions when reading, so we held some tattooed ink pulp and hallucinated vividly. Very vividly, like the experience just kind of really leapt off the page at us. And threw some shadowy arrows down the hall and sliced a gash in the floor. We found some gear and some fun stuff, and then we made our way down a hallway.
Making our way.
Made our way, and ran into a few little traps, but we decided to leave most of them be. They were traps set by the goblin tribes, and we were, kind of fed up at that point. We knew there were some in the room following, so we decided to have a little fun and bust in Austin Powers style. We just broke in and tore through them. They didn't even get a chance to leave because somebody, I believe that was a natural 20, rolled and sealed the door. And so we just kind of cleaned house. And that's actually where we find ourselves, catching our breath after utterly fucking shit up.
Just for point of clarification, it wasn't a natural 20. I just rolled really well with disadvantage.
Yes, that. Thank you for the clarification.
Oh
You're
yeah,
welcome.
it was so stupidly good.
Yeah,
Like,
I have in my notes that Silver absolutely Kobe's a great axe and slams it in the door.
also, you can throw weapons of the like now without disadvantage, or
Yes.
like you rolled well enough that it's now a thing that you can do.
I mean, all of that axe throwing that Peepaw had you do as a
Yeah.
carnival game.
It was mostly
So all
hammer
of us
throwing.
Pays
basically
up.
just have the thrown property now.
How do you want me to mark that so just no longer need...
By technicality, it has a thrown property, so you just use a melee attack essentially, but you can do it at range because axes are a strength-based ranged weapon, which is weird and kind of stupid, but here we are.
So does that mean she can now do the fastball special with Skad and just chuck him?
No, not proficient with goblins.
Once
Oh.
Skad turns into a great axe or something, then I will throw him.
Well,
Too
he's
bad
light.
polymorph
He's just a
only turns me
shadow.
into a creature.
Yeah, polymorph
But, you
into
know,
a
but he should be lighter than an axe. He's only a shadow.
Well, can you polymorph him into a hammerhead? Does that count?
just a shark, and I just throw a shark.
I mean, a hammerhead shark, would that just be a warhammer or
A very squishy warhammer.
Or just
That is a
put him in
discussion
example.
for a different biome.
just flopping over?
This isn't even
good
a
idea.
different time. That's like a completely different biome question.
All right, fine. We'll turn him into a tactical armored unicorn. Rhinoceros.
This sounds
Oh.
fantastic.
Tactical armored unicorn.
So in the wake
stabby stabby.
of the absolute massacre of this particular patrol that was on a lunch break, mind you.
Now
There
they're on
are
a
no free
permanent break.
lunches.
Probably unpaid lunch break too.
There are
'cause
no.
they're-
Gee.
As my father would say, quoting Winston Churchill, "There is no free lunch."
In this room, you are left alone with these dead bodies and the visibly bad food that they had made. This room is fairly large. I mean, there are 5 sets of tables that go from one end to the other. Total of 10 long tables combined. Where the break in the tables is, on both sides, there are doorways on the walls. On either side of that break area. At the far end of the room, there is a few steps to go up to a platform where there are 2 large tables that cover almost the entirety of the raised area from on the front end. Getting my mic on accident. And there are 2 large seats, thrones essentially, set back and up another 3 steps on another higher pedestal. They're not set directly against the wall. There's about 10-15 feet behind, between the back of the thrones and the far wall.
So there's a door to the north and a door to the south in the gaps between the rows of 2 5s.
Yes.
Okay, just
Doorway.
double-checking that area.
But they aren't actually closed off
Doorways,
doors.
you're right. Yeah, doorways. And one is not a gap because it's kind of locked shut right now.
Oh no, there's another one. There's another door. Give me one moment while I grab my proper map again.
I should probably, before we move on, guys, I should probably try and grab that axe out of the doorway.
Also,
That
did
makes
we loot
perfect
the
sense.
bodies yet?
No,
I
we
was-
literally just killed them and broke for the evening.
I was just about to say, I think if we're gonna start by having a look at their pockets.
That's fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
So,
They
Guild,
might
can I
have
try
something
and
important in their pockets, like messages about why they're here, or gold.
I'm just trying to get our bearings first, so I know what
All right.
kind of room we're looking
So as
at.
a quick
Mhm.
reminder, you have it so that way north is you came east into this room, if I'm
Mhm.
remembering your mapping right.
So from the west wall.
So from the west wall there are a set of doors near the tables, the first set of tables.
Mhm.
There are doorways, not actually doors, but doorways on the north and south side. In between the tables, the table gap, and then near the pedestal rise area, there is another doorway on the north wall. It is very similar to the door that you came in off of the west side.
Oh, so a big door on the north wall.
Yes.
Okay, fixing that.
And this room is, I believe I had it at Blazings again.
I now have the loot that body stuck in my head.
This is kind of what I have
Yeah.
100
now.
and
Ooh,
yeah, that
it's a good map.
looks about right. On the north and south walls, next to the like in betweenish the first set of tables,
Mhm.
there are a set of smaller doors.
Yeah, that's what those double lines are. It's kind of offset. So, I'm just making a very rough map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And you got this is copied up here, but there's a set of doors here and here, doorways here,
Okay.
and then a door here.
So a door to the south.
But remember, my map is also upside down to you.
Okay, so
So what you see as south is north.
okay, I see.
if you
Nice.
want,
Nice.
Guild, I can always help you use Shard.
Well, I
The
have a
map
few map
creator.
making things, and I have
Oh,
this
nice.
map like fully flushed out in another program. I just didn't have the spoons.
No, that's fair. That's why I offered.
Yeah. Because then you got to upload it to a service. Then you've got to do the lighting and the fog of war so we don't see everything. Then you got to put the tokens in.
Yeah, and while I have done that in the past, I cannot do that and present all of the screen as it is
Oh,
at the same
yeah, that's
time
fair. I forgot that
because
we're streaming.
Google Meets does not like
Hi,
staying
Addison.
properly open. I need another tower to work with.
Yeah.
I need a stream tower. Anyways,
Do the goblins have any fat stacks?
any money? Surprisingly, the goblins are not much.
Where's that
While
watch
they're
break?
looting, can I try
No
and grab
fat
the gray
stacks.
axe out of the wall?
Give me a athletics.
Ooh, athletics. Dirty 20. No, I lied to you. 18.
18. It takes a moment, but you're able to get it out.
Okay. I'll put it back in my pockets.
There it is.
While Silver's pulling out the axe, I'm gonna make sure that the stab isn't too deep into her.
I get hit? Oh yeah, I did get hit. Thank you.
Yeah, I got hit too. I'm
Oh snap.
Thank you, Mia. Or yeah, Mia.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go and make sure those farther doors are also secured. So, and check.
That's
to
where
see
they
if
were
any
originally.
headed.
Not only headed, but that's also where Silver is.
Okay, so the back big door was what was broken shut. Now we've got the two
Yeah.
side doors in the middle.
I'm gonna just throw it into the OOC for
Yeah.
our mid game real quick because I just did a screenshot of the map that I had done. That is the room that you're in, except that the tables are wrong. The tables are wrong, but that's the room that you're in.
Fiacre, you're comfortable with looting. I'm gonna have Mia, just so I'm understanding, I'm gonna have Mia kind of look over my wounds. Llama, I'm guessing you're sticking with either Fiacre or Skad to do recon and making sure that everything's safe.
Either that or I'm gonna help. Yeah, either the recon. Actually, the recon she wouldn't do right now. She would definitely check all the pockets with Fia.
If the far door's been locked shut, I'm gonna actually go towards the western doors, the north and south doors. I'll start at the because I don't know that those are rooms. I think they may be hallways. So I'm gonna just check the westernmost door, listen, make sure it's clear.
All right. Also, the two rooms are actually reversed. Huzzah, huzzah.
Okay.
That first room, when you open it up, you've learned how to open these doors now.
Well, I'm just listening at the door for anything first.
You do not hear anything on the other side of the door.
I check to make sure it's locked. If it's locked,
Nope.
I open the door quietly.
This
Gonna
is
regret
this
going.
used to be a pantry.
A pantry, no food. It's barren, you know.
There are a couple of barrels that have been moved into here. They look to be
Mhm.
recent, air quote. But
Yeah.
they were probably moved in at the first sign of getting down here.
Okay.
And that means that the food that's in there is gone off.
I can smell it. Yeah. But doing a quick once over the room, I don't spot anything that could be hidden or anything where someone might have used this room as a stash. All right. I'm gonna check the next door. Do the same thing. Listen. If I hear
So
nothing.
the next one, there is no doorway.
Door. Okay.
Well, there's no door. It's just a large doorway. It's about 10
okay,
feet
so we
wide.
should talk about-
Again, those two particular rooms are accidentally flipped. Don't worry about it.
Yep. I see what you mean now.
As you look into it, you see that this is a large kitchen. And this kitchen is heighted. Are you on the north side or south side?
North side right now.
Okay. So this particular kitchen is heighted for dwarves.
Oh, I can almost reach.
And you notice that there has been wood brought into this room as well as coal.
Mm. Oh, somebody's been a bad kid for Yule. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, not only that, but someone has brought stuff into here to be cooking. And by the smell of it, that's what was... that happened not too long ago.
Okay.
There are several signs that there has been cooking recently, not only of the food outside of this particular kitchen area, but also there is still a pot on one of the burners, and
And is
the door to one of the ovens is wide open as the fire is burning out.
I stand back from the door, look inside. Ansel, Gretel. No, I'm just kidding.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh no, where's the candy?
Is there anything inside the oven? As I just kind of look at in
Oh my god.
No.
other
No
than the
children.
oven? I go check the what's on the stove. I grab a towel or something nearby, lift the lid, smell.
It smells like stew that's been made out of rations and water.
Ah,
So, jerky
dorm
stew.
room
Yeah, it's dorm room stew.
Find a little thing of oregano, just
Oregano's for savages. Sorry.
Cool. So I just check all the other rooms for anything that's hidden. I'll check the two in the south. I'm assuming they're similar as well.
They're similar, but this side is heighted for probably orcs. Like the shells go up a bit higher in this area. The ceiling goes higher than the other side. But it is the same quality of equipment. It's just one is designed for people who are around 4-foot range and people who are around closer to 6-foot range.
I'm assuming the taller side is cold. It like even the stoves haven't been used.
Yeah.
And of course they didn't take them because I don't care how strong you are. Trying to move a cast iron stove is hard.
Oh, it's not just that. You can tell that these things have been set into the stone heavily. Like, taking them is a process that will require demolishing the room a little bit. You do notice, though, that there are a couple cots in this room. In the kitchen on the south side. And it is a little bit warmer with one of the ovens open.
Used as a fireplace.
Probably.
I checked the cots. Is there anything on them or under them?
Give me a investigation.
I shall. 14.
14. You actually do find among one of them, it looks to be one of the nicer looking cots. Like, it's an actual cot and not just a bedroll on the ground on top of some packing material, probably used for some of the from some of the boxes that you saw earlier. But it's an actual cot with a bedroll on top of it. Among all of that, there is a small note. And written in Goblin, you see a simple message. Make sure second post cleans up after first post. And it is written in very bad Goblin.
And it's not like someone was just scrawling a real short thing to fit on a post-it note. It's just bad grammar.
It is just bad grammar. Roll me another investigation check.
11.
11. Yeah, you're pretty sure that whoever it is just has bad grammar.
Yeah. Skad gets flashbacks to shift work in the food industry. Make sure mid-shift cleans up after openers.
Oh, that's too real.
Yeah.
That's too real.
This feels familiar.
Finding
as-
anything interesting over there?
Found an immense respect for the construction capabilities of the dwarves and the orcs here, because those stoves ain't going anywhere, and it seems like a great heat dissipation system too. Also found a post-it note. Somebody looks like they failed goblin grammar though. Can't tell if they're talking about cleaning up a mess from a first shift or from a first shit.
Yes.
Fascinating.
I think as Skad was doing recon, Silver's going to look at Mia and just say real cocky, like, I know these wounds look bad, but I totally let those goblins hit me because I didn't want their like confidence to be shot. I hope you know that.
Silver, I love you, but you're full of shit.
I'm not.
Now let me bandage this up.
I will. Can I roll a deception against you because I want her to?
I am here for it.
Hell yeah.
And then for me, it would be an insight, right?
Yeah,
Counter roll.
Yep.
yeah. I rolled real low. You have to beat a 6.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. I'm full of
Wowie.
shit. Yeah, I totally just wanted them to feel good and feel better about themselves, because I totally annihilated their friends, and it's like, let's have them have some revenge.
Let them feel a little better about themselves right before they die.
Silver, calm down. You got blood in your alcohol system again. Now give me a minute to make sure your booze stays in you.
Okay. I'm sober right now.
Yeah, for the moment, because you got blood in there. Now, if it's their blood or your blood, I'm not sure which. But give me a minute so we can make sure it's brewing right inside you.
Well, okay. Define
the-
brewing, because I'm a little concerned that I have just alcohol brewing in my system.
This is put it this way: when your blood alcohol content is yes, I have to worry about it.
What is she drinking? Klingon blood wine? Like what's happening?
I don't
here?
know. I haven't drank in a while. I'm a little confused.
You retain it.
Oh, right. That's fair. Okay, what else can you see?
Hold on.
Is that how body chemistry
Sorry.
works? I suppose I'm not very educated in medicine, but that doesn't
Maybe
sound...
for dwarves.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I don't care.
Wow, thanks, Fiacre, for not caring about my well-being.
About medicine?
Oh, okay.
I'm an
At
author,
least you still
not
care
a
about me.
doctor.
I'm gonna walk
Um,
away from this and steal some
Damn it,
hardtack
Silver.
on the way.
Damn it, Silver. I'm a hunter, not a healer.
Why
Wait,
did you
hold
want
on.
to check my wounds then, Mia?
Because no one else will.
That's fair. Is it okay if I put my hand on your shoulder for a second?
If
Mia?
you need it stabilized, that's fine.
Oh, no. I just want to draw your attention. And Fiacre, can I put my hand on your shoulder?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of take you by the shoulders, and I'm going to point both of your bodies towards the stonework behind the thrones. Do you see that? It looks different than the rest of the other walls. The arching of the wording or something on the wall shows it
Perhaps
better now.
there's
Wait a
some kind of-
second. Llama, come here.
Shows what?
What?
Hold on. Hold on. Llama, come here. And I'm going to point to the same wall. Do you see that?
What am I looking at?
On the far
What's the
wall,
monocle on?
when you put the half moon specs on, you see that on that far wall there is lettering behind where the thrones are. That on the left side reads Donovan, and then Riverwhite is like down the side, and Donovan is actually like scrolled with a little bit of an arch to it. And then Blood Screamer is next to that, next to the other one in red, and then scrolled in an arch going away from the Blood Screamer reads Gravebringer.
See, and I'll still talk to Mia and Fiacre and Llama. See, I told you it's totally different.
Now,
It-
when you say words, I assume you're referring to something that only a couple of us can actually see.
Oh shit!
I'll read. I'll read.
I
out the
forgot
words.
about the monocle. Yeah.
I'll read out the words.
Yeah, I
Um,
got the goggles.
Oh,
I can't
fantastic,
read that
thank you.
still.
Go ahead, Llama. Read it to them,
question.
please.
Yeah, I'll read it out to them so that and just
Well, at least
so
decide that you
I
can.
know. Oh, I can read Dwarven.
Yes,
I just
but
can't
you
read
cannot read
Orcish.
Orcish.
I'll read the Orcish part out loud.
Fantastic. Those sound like names, but
Are those names? Are they behind the throne?
Yes, on the
Like
wall.
they're the names behind the throne. Okay. It looks like just a fancy wall. Because like this is throne, and these are like it's maybe the names of like clans and such.
you know,
Well, I mean,
you
it's very
say
nicely carved, so I can understand how it'd be fancy. Scott's just already standing right there.
you say that. I do wonder if Silver thinks that it's slightly unusual, could it be that there's perhaps a hidden door? And Fiacre just kind of looks over at Skad.
Skad is not there. There's just a dotted outline blinking where he was, and you hear a whump as he slammed against the wall, and he's checking for a hidden door.
And you
I'm
think
over here
I'm
going,
the
what?
and you think I'm the drunk one, Mia?
I didn't know you could do that, Sky. What?
He just
Look, if
dashed up to
there's
the wall.
booze being passed around and I haven't been offered some, there's going to be a problem.
Listen, you said you
I
Do the
didn't care
goblins
about
have
me.
any
just
booze?
excited. I would
First
like
of
to
all,
investigate for hidden
Hey,
doorways.
hey.
Thank you, Skad.
Just because I am convinced that you could have outdrank those demons when before we left.
Oh, she did outdrink them.
Or,
I did.
Well,
They cut it. Yeah.
or could I see if I can perceive some sort of a hidden doorway? Would I use perception or investigation for this? Based on
Well, you are
you-
trying to investigate.
Okay.
Again, remember, perception is, while investigation is,
Hmm.
versus
Good way to
Wait,
put
hold
it.
on.
Yeah.
Before you do that, boop, guidance.
Yeah. Well, let's see if that. Nope.
Fiacre, I
nope,
will buy you a beer
That's a 7
at the next
total.
tavern.
Oh,
Including
So,
including guidance.
including, yeah, I got a 1 on the guidance.
Oh no,
So.
You didn't boop hard enough.
I guess not.
No, looks like it's just weird writing. I mean, I can't even see it, so I don't know what you're looking at. And I'm at the wall, turned around. Is there anything behind the thrones? Do I spot anything behind the chairs?
no, not really.
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Can I
didn't
do an
spot
Arcana
anything.
check? Can I do an Arcana check on the writing?
The writing is very similar to all the same writing that you've seen before. It is transmutation and that's mostly it. It's a very long standing transmutation spell that makes it that way. The lettering glows and also is only visible to and it's only really noticeable from the particular lenses
From
that
the
you have.
glasses. Okay,
What-
so if I took them off, I couldn't see the lettering at all,
Correct.
or
And that's been the same way with all of the kind of lettering that you have seen throughout this mine. Is
Yep.
you can see it with the glasses on, but as soon as you take them off, it is completely gone.
does any? Oh, I have a piece of chalk. I'm going to use the chalk in order to trace out the letters so everyone can see it.
This doorway is 20 feet wide, and the first set of letters start about 10 feet up.
I was just
I
about
will
to
not-
say.
I can give it to my mage hand, and my mage hand can do it.
Yeah, you can.
Would I recognize any of this from previous experiences?
Give me a history check at advantage.
Is that mage hand finger painting?
Ooh, not great. 12.
12. Luckily for you, the DC is modified.
Hmm.
You have a much lower DC as well as you get advantage.
Nice. Okay.
Because you know that normally behind this kind of setup, there would be the rooms and housing for the main family. Those who are seen as the head of the mine, both in Blood Screamer and Riverite, would have their housing behind the thrones where they
Yes.
keep court.
You said this to me before. Now that I remember. Bree, the player, just forgot. So, okay. I'm going to reiterate that information to everyone. So, yeah,
Okay.
this is usually there would be like rooms for the royal family behind these.
Fiacre is going to take out their flask and just start tapping it on some of the stones to see if they hear a difference in like how some of them kind of echo and say, Skad, now don't get me wrong, I probably trust your investigative abilities more than most others, but based on that information, I must feel that there should be something here. Don't you agree?
Well, yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I'm decently smart enough, but I'm more of a notice thing than always get what it always means. You know.
I know I
That's
have to
perfectly understandable.
be proficient, but I know stonework well. Can I help Fiacre do that?
Because you have your stone cunning, you are able to give you were able to give advantage for that.
Okay. So Fiacre, I'll help you so you have advantage.
Oh boy.
I'll help you by putting my I'll put my ear up to it and kind of tap along with you.
Meanwhile, you accidentally do the book talk male lead lean for Fiacre
Yeah.
in the meantime.
Trying to
The
make it up.
wall lean.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not in the best of shape. I'm just a little. I took a couple of hits.
Are you visible yet? Again?
We're not in complete darkness, are we?
Nope.
Nope.
Also,
Yeah, no. So I was
well,
gonna say, that's a level too early, anyways.
yeah,
Okay.
you are in complete darkness. Technically.
Yeah, but that's a level too early. Sorry. I should have been. I'm hurt. I am down below half. I'm a little.
You're bloodied.
Yeah, I've got some gashes on me. I've got some dried coagulated blood. Y'all can smell the copper on it.
Well, I'm gonna ask this: Do I need to throw the magical stuff, or should I just use my Song of Rest to help out with healing?
Song of Rest is if we were going to take a short rest. So we would have to kind of plop down and chill for another hour.
Oh, I keep forgetting it's an hour here, not like 10 minutes like it is in other editions.
Yeah.
In any case, Fiacre rolled a with that advantage, a total. It was investigation, yes.
Yes.
A total of 19.
You notice the differentiating sound that is all along the different colored, both different colored and different stoneworked area. With Mithluna's, not Mithluna, with Silver's help, you're able to notice the difference between one area of stonework and another, and you're able to tell where one ends, or where it ends and where it begins. but how to open it, you are currently unsure.
Yes,
Uh,
I believe I'm seeing something here. So, if
You
this
can tell
were
there
a
is something
doorway,
behind there as well.
just a
fantastic.
quick add-in. While they are doing this, since we're not sure if we're taking a long short rest or not, Mithluna is going to just be like, no, and then go over to Skad and then kind of bring up like extra bits of cloth out of her pack and just start like slamming it into like the cuts just to try and stop the bleeding.
You were actually getting ready to do. You were getting ready to do that when I actually.
Yeah.
When I heard
You slammed it in and immediately got me in the back. And it's like, oh, yeah. Ooh. You fixed my back.
Trying to die.
Thanks. I appreciate that, Mia.
If one of you has proficiency with medicine, you can give the other one advantage for the roll.
Let me check.
I only have the
Mia.
half. Actually, I was going to use my cure wounds on him.
Yeah. Mia pumped a cure
Which I
wounds
just
in
rolled.
me.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I only have a medicine +1 and it's not proficient, so.
Technically, I don't have proficiency still, even though I have the Jack
Yeah.
of all trades, right?
And technically, a medicine check only stabilizes someone. There's a special feat that allows you to use a healer's kit to heal.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if you roll well
and when it
enough, I will
comes
let you
to-
give like a point or two of healing. It's not like a full medicine kit healing range, just like a little bit of triage.
Pretty much, I'm stopping you from leaking even more. Yours is, see, for silver, I'm just going to bandage them. For you, I'm actually using, you're a lot worse for wear. And I don't have many spells left for the day, so I'm trying to prioritize in case I need to,
Fair enough.
in case somebody needs to wake up from a flippin' dirt nap again.
Hey.
Llama.
Actually, I'm not even looking at you.
Oh, that's right.
'cause there was
I
another-
didn't almost die this time.
No, that was earlier. No, I've done it twice, but there's someone else I've had to do the healing word for a dirt nap, and I can't remember who it was earlier. I think it was Skad.
So, hey, Fiacre, what have you discovered about this wall? Because I'm getting a little
any
tired
case-
here from knocking. Sorry. Not to be
Yes.
selfish, but
No, I was just momentarily distracted by the circus of wound
Yeah, they're-
stuffing and
poking
magic
and prodding.
and such. But so, if this were, as we believe, tentatively it to be, a doorway of some kind or a passage, there would be bounds here and just over here. The stonework is different on either side and here, and I just can't. I don't understand the mechanism, right? Of course, I'm far less familiar with dwarvish craftsmanship, especially of the caliber we've seen here, and I just don't understand how to open this. But if it were, as we believe, a door, it would be, and Fiacre will outline where they believe it to be.
Can I just say the words out loud in front of the door and see if that opens it?
Speak, friend, and enter.
Is it friend?
Speak, friend, and enter.
Oh, you mean the ones that you used on the temple?
Well, and I also meant like the words that we read. Like the dwarven that I saw through the monocle that right now the mage hand is writing. Can I just
As you read the names, it does not change anything.
hello. Befriend and enter. My name is Sylvia Penelope Thorum Riverwright.
Penelope. Sorry,
Yes.
continue.
So yes, I am going to be pulling the Spy Kids joke. As you finish saying your full name, the doors start to split and slide into the walls. A archway is left behind that is 25 height, 20 feet in width. Straight ahead of you is a carpet that goes a little bit of way, like by carpet I mean rug. A rug that goes a little ways forward to a round rug that has both the Riverite and Blood Screamer house crests stitched into each other. One of the and then it breaks off into a Y pattern as this room is broken into two different areas. The wall that you are on, that you are at, shows a room of about. Second. It is a 80-foot wide room.
That sad moment when you have to do math in D&D.
Right? It goes for 40 feet, and then the walls come in about a 45-degree angle and don't quite match up at a point, but instead come to a flat of a mural that is 20 feet in width. Back my mic again as I gesticulate outside of my mic's positioning. Gotta get my mic close so you can actually hear me though. A 20-foot in width mural. On this mural, you see Navarro and Rekrix standing side by side with a glasswork of Donovan and Gravebringer on either side, looking over a rolling hills. The first major hill being where you can see is this mine.
I knew we were overthinking it.
You said the room was 80 feet long?
It is 80 feet wide.
80 feet to either side. So we open
left
up the
and
door
right.
and it's left and right, and
But
then across
that's
the way.
all the way across. You can't. You're about midway between one side to the other, so you can see to the left and right. And
good job then.
And yes, my middle name is Penelope. It's after my sister. It's in honor of her. Her name
You
is
have a
Penny.
sister?
Yeah, named Penny. Also known as Copper.
the far wall is 55 feet away.
Okay.
So within
So
eyesight.
it's just inside of our range.
Right. To the direct left is a dwarven. Sorry, no. To the direct left there is a orcish man as a statue that stands about 10 feet high. This orc has a very full beard. The stonework depicts him with a wolf pelt draped across his shoulders, the head being a right pauldron and a battle axe in his left hand. On the far right side, there is a dwarven man with a longsword in his right hand and a round shield in his left, chainmail, and a very full beard brought into 4 braids underneath him. At the 45-degree wall on the left side, you see a stone statue of Gravebringer. Her arms crossed in front of her chest, chains going from her wrist down a ways, and then up into the pommel of a hand axe. And the same from the other side, as the arms are crossed in front of her. And on the right side, there is another statue of Donovan, his great sword standing in front of him, his hands on the pommels just above the T-guard as the blade goes down into the pedestal. The door to the left is a dark redwood. The door to the right is stonework. There are a set of double doors about 10 feet wide.
Well,
As soon as the door started cracking open, like I was catching my breath, I very quickly nodded to Mealy in thanks, swooped around everyone, and started peeking in the room, checking for trouble.
Oh, please. I'll stand back here while you check for traps.
I'm just gonna walk right in.
No, you're not.
Yeah, so I'm
trying to
peeking for
bandage.
trouble, and you just walk in right behind me as I'm looking the other way, and then I turn up.
Yep.
You're just like there, and I'm just like, okay.
As you walk in, you notice that this room is a little bit warmer than the other.
Oh, not again.
Not like massively warmer, but just a little bit. 12 degrees.
More
Mia,
comfortable.
A little
As
more
you
comfortable.
were as you were bandaging me, I'm definitely gonna grab your hand and drag you in with me. So that way you don't have to stop bandaging me.
By
Come
the
on.
way, Guild, I tagged you. I did do a 17 on silver. Does that do anything to them?
Without the without the feet, it would only be able to stabilize them.
It works. She's not leaking.
I'll flex.
I'm still
Thanks for the good work.
still remembering Asterion has a line in BG3 where if he's healing someone, he'll say, "Stop bleeding, it's distracting."
Did Mithluna go in as well?
Yes.
Then after everyone else has entered and Fiacre then waits an additional beat, as if waiting for, something horrible to happen, and then nods and follows.
Nothing horrible happens. This room looks to be untouched, though it is surprisingly clean.
Sorry I rushed in, Scott. I'm just really excited to be in here because this is actually really freaking cool that we have access.
Yep. Yeah, I was just making sure there wasn't anything, gonna leap out at us and, bite our heads off, but looks clear, so
Yeah.
no harm, no foul.
Or another axe coming to swing at you.
I checked the ceiling for axes to come swing at us.
As you check the
And I
ceiling,
knock my head.
you
head's still
notice
attached.
that there are little bits of mithril set into the ceiling to make it look like the night sky.
I'll be damned.
I told you this would be so cool.
Is it
Do I
Guild?
recognize the constellation work?
Yes.
I'm gonna look too. And is there a moon? Because if so, it might be the moon I'm named after.
It is, there is a moon. It is not the, moon it's probably not the moon you were named after.
Mm.
Give me a nature check. Anyone who is looking up
Yeah.
Me. Definitely.
Squirrel.
A little piece of dust gets in my eyes.
Natural 20.
I rolled a natural
Oh
one.
my.
I rolled
no.
a 3.
Nat 20 plus 1, so 21.
15 plus 1, so 16.
18 plus 4, that means I score.
All right, so for the natural one,
Oh, can I guide myself? Or
yeah, you
too
can.
late. I already rolled. Never mind. I can.
I'll let you have that.
I just
Guide me.
imagine Silver just being so enamored, just trying to soak in everything.
Ooh, plus 4, so 20. Dirty 20.
All right, so we're gonna go from low to high. God, you get no new information. It is based off of the night sky.
Mhm.
It's
Probably
shiny.
over this mine.
Yep.
Uh,
Ow, speck of dust. Ow, shit. Ah.
Mealy, you
Sorry.
notice that it is a very accurate representation of the night sky over the mines themselves. Like, it was painstakingly done, and the moon looks very accurately situated. The rest of you notice that not only is this based off of the night sky and the moon, they're up to date. They're showing the current constellations visible and the current moon phase.
Now, my area of most extreme expertise may not be in astronomical bodies and the study of the skies, but does anyone else notice that this
It's
is
exactly the same as it would be today.
Thank you. Yes. I actually no, I was kind of hoping that you would tell me that I was wrong. What could
Nope.
what could and Fiacre wants to make an Arcana check.
Go ahead and roll it.
Could be some magic-y shit here.
As they're analyzing, I'm going to mutter that saying that I can never say correctly. And I spaced, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, skulls for the skull throne?
Yeah, skulls for the skull throne.
Are you
For
doing that as
whatever-
you are looking up at the...
Yeah.
All right. You don't notice anything.
All right. That'd be
Mithluna just says, oh, it's of course it's up to date. There's a lot of magic like that. My coat's like that.
$23.
23. Yeah, you're pretty sure there's a divination spell at work in here.
Oh.
Be able to divine the timing between the sky and where the mithril should be.
Hmm.
Many star charts
Something.
in the astral plane are like this. They're always up to date.
So you've seen this before.
Not this one, but something like it. And Mithluna takes her coat off, and the inner lining of it is this black fabric with stars and constellations all woven through, plus there are areas that are embroidered with images and words that seem to indicate different moments in life, including her birth, and it's all a star chart that is sewn into the inside of her coat.
Fantastic.
I imagine that your kin used a very similar type of magic. And she puts her coat back on.
Would I know that?
Off the cuff, probably not, but you can give me a history check if you'd like.
At flat or advantage?
Flat. This is a much better. This is older history, but you are
Okay.
the only one that can roll this history check.
Do you want to boop?
Oh yeah, I'd take a boop.
Boop.
That's a D4, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Beneath the towering peaks, where the earth's embrace holds fast, lies a realm unseen by mortal eyes, a testament to the artistry of stone and the ingenuity of dwarven hands. And like Fiacre's just like talking to themselves while they're like looking around.
Our bard is barding.
Our bard is barding. That was gorgeous, Fiacre. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
No. Keep going. 17.
17. You are pretty sure that this particular bit of work is not done by any of those that you are probably close to. Be it your own family or the two main patron gods of your house. This is done by someone who has probably at some point in their life studied the Azir.
I'll cross my arms. Kind of like, you know how old men in museums look up like, yeah, I think this was definitely done by people who knew the Azirs really well. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this was not done by a family member of mine. I hope that helps. And she'll go back to looking like that old man in the museum, like, and then take the step back and, huh.
Is the mining of Mithril tied to the location of the stars?
No.
Oh.
I'm giving that answer for silver.
Oh yeah, thank you.
But you're under Silver
in
would
the-
get the
I
idea that there's probably a reasoning for something like this, such as this particular mine is designed in such a way that once you live down here, you're probably not seeing the stars again anytime soon.
Yeah.
See,
So
my
it's-
thought was that, well, frankly, I mean, if you have access to this many resources and you're this powerful, I can only imagine that you would want someone to tack a calendar in your bedroom at some point.
Yeah, that's true.
Besides, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's breathtaking, to be honest.
I don't know. I just got really into that whole old man thing that I saw once at a old little shrine that they had for one of my gods, and I thought maybe that would help me because they would always tell me lessons. So
As you keep staring, you notice that the mithril has that the moon itself has a slight greenish tinge to it.
hey,
Mhm.
do you notice the green tinge?
Do I
Rude.
notice?
Not everything is about you, Skad.
What? Green is pretty. We like
Double
is
it.
pretty.
rude.
And besides, sometimes you're too short to notice, so quit thinking it's about you.
Fiacre leans over and says,
Dude,
no,
uncool.
that was funny.
Do I
Well, you're-
notice the green?
Yeah, once it's pointed out, everyone can starts noticing that it does have a slight greenish tinge to it.
What does it mean?
Skad is glowing, is what that means.
Scott's always
If
glowing.
you're wanting to figure it out, you can always roll something.
it
Whatever you
nature?
whatever you think would be
Nature?
a appropriate roll.
Oh, please.
I would like.
I would probably roll investigation.
Well,
Maybe, I don't know.
I will give the hint of it is based off of the moon itself. Which, by the way,
I'll roll
that though the greenish tinge is there, it is a circular tinge, despite the fact that the moon is almost gone.
so would that be nature?
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
I'll
what I
do
was
a
thinking about
nature.
can I do
nature.
a survival?
You can do a survival or a nature check. Those will work.
Okay,
Which one's
survival's a
higher?
lot better on
About
mine.
the same.
I got an
Same.
11 plus 4.
I have a dirty 10.
Goodness.
Silver knows nothing.
I
4.
have a natural 20 for a 23.
You
Skad knows
got
all
the
about green.
that speck of dust out of your eye.
Yeah.
Got the speck of dust out of my eye, and I'm like, huh.
It's
Well, it's
green,
not
so
just
Skad
that, he's
knows.
also sneaking out in the dark all the time.
Yeah, I lived at night.
So, does anyone have
I
lower?
also got a 16.
All right. Does anyone have lower than a 10?
No.
Silver, what did you
I
get?
got a 10. So
Me.
that's it.
What did I get?
Yeah,
4.
4. Yeah, the moon is green-ish. Mostly silver, but also there's a lot of blackness where it would be, where the rest of the moon would be.
Hey guys, there's like black where
Like,
some of the moon should be. I'm describing like the curve, right? Like the shape
Yeah.
of the. You know how
Like
normally
it's
moons
a-
are full?
like
There's a black
it's a
spot
crescent
over
moon?
it, and it's green
Is it
and
a new
silver.
moon?
pointing out
know.
the things that you already know.
Yep. Sorry. I just
So the
wanted to
10
lay that out.
the 10, you, it was a survival, correct?
For me, yes.
For Kitty, for Mia.
Yes.
So your 10 gets you the added information of your survival. You're noticing that it's not just a, like, just a simple slight green. There's a aqua-ish green, like greenish bluish coloration to it. I believe the next one up would either be Mithluna or Fiacre.
Got a 15.
16.
The two of you are close enough to get the same-ish result. You're pretty sure it has something to do not only with the moon's phase, but the moon's timing. Skad, with your over 20, you're pretty certain that with the way the coloration is and the positioning, like how much of the moon is visible, this lets you know what moon it is. By the coloration, you can guess that this is the moon of Nindros, the first moon of the springtime. They not only could track what day it is, but what month and what season, in case they went outside.
It's winter. Everyone bring your winter coats.
So this is basically just like a gigantic calendar/weather map.
Mostly
because-
calendar.
Mostly calendar to basically tell you, hey, it's this time of year, just in case you decide to go outside.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think with that natural 20, because survival is wisdom based, Scott's also like, oh, so they never fucking left here.
Rarely.
Hmm.
None of you
Life
have
Just
seen the
afraid.
mine. You have only seen
Forever
the living
sleepover.
areas. You have not seen what they were working on.
Yeah. I think because Scott hasn't seen what they're working on and only kind of knows, he's like, I don't want to lean into stereotypes, but this is not helping. God's just like,
Do you say that
Huh.
out loud?
I think Scott does, just sort of chastising himself. He's actively chastising himself with that, because he knows, like, I'm probably missing something. Oh, by the way, that's the moon. That tells you which moon of the year it is, so you can tell what time of year instead of just what day.
Right.
Mm. That makes
Also,
sense.
what do you mean by
Handy.
stereotyping, Skad? Let's unpack
Well,
that.
just dwarves staying in their minds, never coming out is all.
You just, I mean, because I left my mind, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
you're
mean,
here with us.
it's a little.
Yeah,
Well, I
I'm
meant,
trying
like,
not to
when
lean
I'm
into.
working.
Yeah, I know plenty of. Oh God, that's gonna sound even worse. But that's why I'm saying I shouldn't fall in. Like, this is. I'm just gonna go stand in a corner and put my nose in there and just die of embarrassment now.
You're okay.
I
I'm
actually
just.
in a corner and die of embarrassment.
Out of just like
Scott, I'm
random
just
moment,
teasing.
Scott, your audio has completely unsynced.
Yeah, I think I'm having network connectivity issues, to be honest.
It's back
Scott,
to
it's
good
okay.
now.
Yeah,
I'm just ripping with you.
You guys were out of sync for me. I'm having network connectivity issues, I think. So I'll play around with it.
All good.
Ripping pepperonis.
But
Anyways,
yeah, so
yeah, they're a little bit stereotypical, but we don't even know what their mind looks like. So maybe once we see it,
Well,
you'll be able to comprehend it better.
lovely calendar room. At the same time,
yeah.
I
mean-
believe you had said something about places that they would live, dwellings back here. I and Fiacre's now looking around to see where that might be.
Well, again, there's a door about
Yeah.
halfway across each of these slanted walls. The rugs run directly in towards the said doors.
They
Yeah.
look pointedly at them and then back at the group, but makes no move to step towards the doorway.
I'll step towards the doorway for you.
Actually, wait, no. I stop Silver, and then I just pointedly look at Fiacre and just cross my arms.
I think we need to let Skad do his duty, his job.
No. I'm looking straight at Fiacre like, you gonna pick yourself?
Oh, between
I will
Silver
go into
going
whichever
first.
one you go into first.
All right, I'll get you next time. I'm already over on this side of the room, so let's just go to this one. And I walk towards the stone door.
Fiacre kind of puts their hand on their chest and looks over at Silver and says, He's going to get me. What does
What?
that mean?
Yeah, I heard that. What? I will defend you. Don't worry. If he tries to get you,
Also,
he has to get through me first.
also, before Skad can reach that door, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and try and open the door before him, just to mess with him.
Okay. I'm already drawn and ready.
Get you? I don't understand. Fiacre, I'm with you. I'm confused.
So the stone doors are heavier than the mage hand can push or slide.
So I pretend to try, like, magically, and the joke doesn't work, and just like, "Meh."
Scott just reaches the door, looks back at you with just a smile on his smirky little Weasley face.
with the mage hand.
Yep. And then I just turn around. I reach for the door. Does it slide open?
It does.
And I do the Aragorn door push.
I am going to actually bring us to a break as you do that.
I slide open the door.
And
And
we're
a
going to
mimic
go
comes
ahead.
out,
Same.
bites my head off. That's where we're taking a break.
Mimic.
All right, so we will pick back up in, say, 10 minutes.
Like we always try to
As
shoot
always.
for.
Yeah, we always try and shoot for that. Last time we actually got it.
Yes.
Yeah. I need to get food.
All right, we'll
Food
see
is
you
good.
all in
Sounds good.
minutes. Bring up that music. I'll be serenaded. See you soon. All right, and we are back. Drag that. So, I know I paused right at that perfect moment where you were opening a door.
Mm-hmm.
It's the door on the right.
Damn doors.
Our greatest enemy.
As you open up the door, you notice that the floor of this room is a dark blue and black marble slabs. It is actually like tile work made from marble. It is a large, very sparse room, and for the first time, you're noticing light in this place.
Oh no.
I squint for a second. Oh, damn.
Yeah, this room is giving off a very faint glow. You can see all the way to the other side of the room where there is a reasonably sized bed. For dwarves, it would probably be considered as a California king or mattress sizing. On the right side of the wall, there is a small wooden desk, completely barren except for one piece of paper. The bed itself is at the far end of the room. This is a good 60 to 80 foot room. Underneath the bed, there are bear pelts. At the foot, there is a chest. On the left wall, there is a... the left wall runs up about 20 feet. And then there is a door that butts right up against a wall that juts out into the room about 5 feet. And then continues on down the rest of the way. The doorway near the bed of 10 feet.
Well, if any bedroom was going to have a trap in it from the original occupants, I would be willing to bet it's that one.
You know, I'm used to many rooms being a lot bigger than me, seeing as I'm, height challenged.
Right.
But I'm sorry, Silver, this is just fucking ridiculous.
Well, we have to live comfortably.
I believe the proper terminology, Skad, is nice digs.
I'd say that in
No,
Orcish.
It's too exposed in here. Nothing to hide under.
Can I?
See,
or
this
behind.
this
And I
just
don't-
reminds me of the astral sea when where all of our ships are docked nearer each other. There is space, but it's not entirely infinite. Kinda nice.
So Gil, you said the room is positively glowing. Can we expect little baby rooms anytime soon?
Ah, ha. Oh,
Take a point of psychic damage.
Okay. As I take that point of psychic damage, I'm actually doing it. Where is the source of the glowing coming from?
Ceiling.
As
Skylight?
No, it's just the stonework itself is just giving off a faint light.
I think Silver. I'm gonna do this respectfully. I'm going to crawl up into the bed and just sort of lay there and stare at the ceiling and see if I notice anything. So that way I'm not having to look back.
Silver, now is hardly the time.
I'm not gonna sleep.
Okay.
It's just more comfortable to look up at the ceiling. It's a California king.
Can I take one of the pelts and just like
California.
cover her with the pelt?
Oh, there's bedding on this bed still.
I'm not gonna go under the bedding. I'm gonna be really respectful and just lay on
No,
top
can
of
I-
everything.
Can I take an extra piece of bedding and like, throw it on her so she's covered?
Yeah, if you
Just
want to
for
undo
fun.
the bed some and basically cover up that way.
What, anyone ever heard of a California?
Oh, I
Never
meant
mind.
sorry, Cal Evan. Cal Elvin.
Technically,
Hey.
you would probably see
Oh.
this as a... Well, just as a king's bed.
Just a king.
Oh,
king
it's
bed.
a king's bed.
It's a royal size bed.
It's an orgy.
You're just
Do I
miss-
do I see anything from this angle on the ceiling?
Not really.
Huh.
It's... The ceiling itself is really well made. There is stonework done into it. A continuous set of geometric patterns, but nothing of significance. The light seems to glow from the stones, not the carving area.
She'll sit up, stretch, and respectfully get off the bed and kind of fluff the pillows back up.
Big stretch.
Oh,
So this room is kind of L-shaped, but it's full size, but it has that little
No, it is a
there.
straight room that's kind of like a knife shaped. Like a Tonto knife.
Okay.
Big
And you
stretch.
said the desk was on the right wall?
Correct. So on the flat side. So as you walk in, there's the door that's at there's the wall that's at an angle, and then that wall goes down to a point, and then would go straight back up, and along that side, which is the right side, which is the south side, there's a little desk.
I pitter patter my way over there.
The
And
desk
I-
is set for someone of dwarven height. You can tell the markings of someone that of a chair used to be here. There is the markings on the actual marble of a chair that has been moved many times.
Mhm.
Nothing that's
So
on this
I go
desk
ahead
is
and
a
try
piece
and
of
get
paper.
I try and get on tippy toes, so I'm tall enough, and I try and look at the piece of paper. Is there any writing on it?
You can tell that there is writing on it, but not on the side that you see.
Are there
Want me to
drawers
look
in the
at it?
desk?
There are a couple drawers on the desk.
Yep. I reach up with one hand, I got my bow in the other, and I try and flip over the paper.
You flip it over. There is a note written in Dwarvish.
I got right in here. If anybody can read this, because I can't.
That
I'm
means just
right. I'm
nothing
right
to me.
behind you.
Okay.
I'm right
Oh.
behind Skad, and I just blink. Thank you.
Oh,
I read it.
appreciate it.
What does it say?
I'm waiting for the audacity to
Eggs,
leave
milk.
Bree's face.
No, I exited out of all of my screens and I don't know where they went.
Does it say eggs, milk, flour, cheese,
No.
bread? Okay.
Sorry guys. That was my face. Keep going.
If you have found this note, welcome to our home. May its warmth.
If you have found this note,
may its-
she's reading it out loud.
Yeah.
As she's
I'm assuming that you're reading it out loud.
yeah.
If you have found this note, welcome to our home. It means the mine has been opened. Be warm, be welcome, be safe. But be careful. The doors at the end of the mine. Between where we are laid. Signed, Batal Riverite.
What? And that's it? It doesn't say why to be careful of the doors. Oh,
Can you spell that first name for me, please?
Vaeol.
Thank you.
positively useless. This isn't a novel. Foreshadowing isn't appreciated. I would like a clear and concise warning. Never mind, I'm getting carried away.
Yes, I think you are. Sometimes the simple notes are all that's needed.
Whoa.
Oh, so what's behind the doors then?
Doesn't matter. Just don't fucking open.
And avoid the tall dwarf.
He said, be careful of the doors at the end of the mine between where we are laid to rest.
Where did I get tall dwarf from?
The closed captioning.
Okay.
So I typed down the whole message because I can type that fast now.
You are brilliant. Thank you.
I try to be.
I was a little distracted by Fiacre there. A good point. Dwarves try to be poetic in inappropriate times, apparently.
Maybe they're expecting that whoever found this note was going to be part of the family that knew what was behind the doors.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't
River
entirely
Right
seem
knows.
poetic to me. It just seems pretty straightforward. Welcome, be warm, be safe, but don't open the fucking doors.
It does not say, okay, to clarify, it does not say do not open the doors. I mean, if you're going to sit here and nitpick me, I'm going to tell you, it does not say do not open the doors. It says be careful of the doors, right? I mean, if you were perhaps entering someone's home and there was a rather large step up into the vestibule, they might say be careful of the step. That doesn't mean don't use the step, right?
Right.
Okay, look.
Minds
I
together.
agree. I agree, Fiacre. I think we should still go through the doors. Just be careful about it.
Okay.
Be a first.
In any case, there was a chest over here, and this entire place was hidden. And I'm quite what's inside. Is that
Actually,
too nose?
that does bring me to another thing. If the writer of this letter said "be welcome," does that now give, I guess, either Silver or us by the transitive property permission to,
To be safe, I think since I had access to this room, maybe let me lead.
Yeah.
And I can test that out with my name. And
well,
then,
I just mean like permission to. have
yeah,
the
yeah,
stuff
but
now.
I would just feel more comfortable because this was written. Can I tell if this was written by a Riverite?
Oh yeah.
So
Like,
this is how
it's
river.
signed as a river right.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, I mean, this is a very stereotypical river right note. So I think we should probably honor that.
Okay.
We do speak beautifully.
Is there anything in the drawers?
I
No.
was reaching for the drawer too.
Yeah.
The drawers are empty.
We brush hands very slightly, and Fiacre winks.
I smile a big sharp-toothed grin.
And now the orc is uncomfortable. I mean, hold on. Wrong one.
The orc.
The orc right behind you!
Cast polymorph, or no, not polymorph. Disguise self.
I was gonna say you're not that powerful yet.
Yet.
Yeah, the drawers are empty.
I fold up the note and slip it into one of my pockets.
I go to peek under the bed, see if there's anything under there.
Just the continuation of the bear pelts.
I crawl under and curl up. Is it nice and cozy?
Oh yeah.
I call out, "Hey guys, I'm staying warm, just like the note told us to."
Does
Slowly
Do
looks
you
down
need a
under the bed.
blanket?
Guild, if I were to sit on the bed, would it sag down?
A little bit, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna sneakily, like, carefully, just sort of like casually, like, and I'm gonna like slam into the bed. Yeah, to do that.
Let's see what's doing there.
I see why all you land folk have such large beds. All the better, like, that way everyone has room. When you have the space, everyone can have room on the bed. This is great.
Actually, the big beds are usually reserved for the rich folk.
Do I
Thank
need to
you.
roll anything?
So
to...
they have a rich person slump? They have a rich person pile?
Almost
Scott,
every time.
Much.
I will let you be the determining factor of it. Do you get out of the way, or do you want to have it
I
as a
think
roll
that
off?
yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was having too much fun being curled up, so I take it. I get flattened a little bit more. I'd like to think with as small as he is, there's enough room where he's not crushed under it, but it just gets a little tighter and he's just wedged in there a little.
Yeah.
No. Silver jumps on the bed and it crushes Skad, and that's the end.
Heavy.
Can't breathe. Can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Oh, all right. Dog pile. Mithluna jumps on there too.
His eyes are bulging.
You can't see me. I'm
Cuddle
under the
party.
bed.
No, Fiacre
I just
leaned
give you a
down.
big hug, like, oh, that's what we're doing, right?
Fiacre leaned down to look at you.
I'd like to try and squeeze out and just.
You're able to, over a little bit of time, you'll able to squeeze out.
Okay. I just roll out from under.
Oh my gosh, Scott, what were you doing
Where
down
w-
there? Oh my, you shouldn't
I just
do
I
that.
sit
Sneaking
up, my
away.
head's peeked over the bed while you're lying there, and I just side eye you, just like.
Was
As,
that
as
hard?
he
Up
side
and walk away.
eyes, like Mithluna's cheeks turn a little bit purpley red as she blushes, and she kind of turns away real fast.
Scott spots that and just is just like confused, and a lot of emotions cross his face, and he just walks away.
Silver will pat you on the back. Get it, buddy. And then she's gonna go through. Have we decided if we're gonna go through the doors?
Is
Well,
no
there's
one
still
going
the
to
chest
open
to
this
open.
thing?
Oh, Fiacre, did you want to open up the chest?
I do not want to touch it until Scott has given it a once over.
Oh,
I
fair.
would like to check for traps.
Give me an investigation.
You
That is
okay
a
over there, Mia?
9.
You do not find any traps.
Looks good. I try it. Is it locked?
It is locked.
I pull out my thieves' tools. And I would like to pick the lock.
Give me that roll.
That's a natural 1.
Oh.
You realize that what is the total?
7.
7? Yeah, you realize that you're unsuccessful.
And I think I'm still kind of out of breath and like sore from being squished, so I'm just take a second to stretch. Hey, Mithluna, can you give me the boots?
The boots?
I need the boops. I need a boop.
Oh, yes.
All right. So with the boop, I would like to refresh. I take a look. I pull out my thieves' tools. I take out a little cloth. I wipe them down, make sure they're appropriately cleaned and greased just right. And I'd like to go again.
Give me another roll.
Oh, that is much better. Much better. So the guidance gave me a +4. And that's a 28 total.
28? Yeah, you are able to pick the lock.
I pick the lock and very slowly open the chest.
You notice that inside this chest is mostly just paperwork. As you start digging through deeper and deeper, though, at the very bottom, there is a short sword.
Okay. I pull out some of the paperwork. Like, y'all want to take a look at this? Maybe it's something that should. Oh, look at this.
Oh wait, no, it'd be in Dwarvish. Never mind. I was going to offer.
So I
I'll
touch
take
the
it.
short sword and I pull it out while they're looking at the paperwork, and I'm holding it in my hand.
Oh.
Is that a letter opener?
Does anything happen when I touch the sword?
No.
Okay. Pull it out.
Huh.
What does it look like?
It is a very fine-made sword.
Mm-hmm.
There is some added embellishment on both the blade and into the crossguard. And they're all of the embellishments are made with mithril silver.
Oh my.
Fancy.
Hey, Scott.
Might I make an arcana to see
Yes,
about it?
milady.
Can I not you, Fiacre. Can I look at that as
yeah.
as Fiacre does an arcana check on it? I kind of want to see if I recognize it too.
Oh yeah, I easily just hand it over to Silver because she's got dibs on any of the stuff.
Do I recognize this guild?
The sword itself?
Yeah. Do I recognize it or any of the like mithril or?
There's nothing directly about this sword that you recognize. You do recognize that it is a Riverite classed sword. As you're also moving it around, you notice how perfectly balanced it is.
She's just stunned. Fiacre, did you pick up anything on this?
Well, Fiacre did quite poorly and rolled a 4 plus 5, so a 9.
You're not really noticing anything magical off of your look over.
Oh, well, I'm not noticing any magic here. It may just be sort of you know how oftentimes nobility will have more decorative or ceremonial weaponry as opposed to that which they use more practically. I can only speculate that perhaps this is one such piece.
I mean,
Yep, that's
it's
possible.
Scott's already back down in the chest, just checking
wait,
the box
wait,
for a false bottom.
wait, Scott, come back.
Oh, I'm just in the chest. I just lean back down in the chest.
I'll hand it back and say, "You can have this since
What?
you found it."
Oh, yeah.
Just, and you'll see like her like reluctantly trying to give it away.
If you want to hold on to it, I've got some short swords. I'm okay if. And I
Yeah,
hang
but it
back
feels
too.
weird because you found it.
You sure? If you want to hold on to it, I won't be opposed. I search for you right now.
She's gonna like practice swinging with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't. It's not perfectly balanced or made by my family or anything. But
I'll keep it,
genuinely,
Silver. Come now.
Bree the player has a hard time not sharing loot, so this is where it's like conflicting.
Yeah, like Scott has just a very bemused expression on his face. He looks at you, he's like, if you want to hold on to it, you can. I'm kitted out and I hang back. You get up close. It's a good backup weapon.
Good point. And she'll
Always
tuck
have
it
a
away.
backup.
It's the
Yeah.
biggest smile on her face.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
If anyone changes their mind and wants it, let me know.
Yeah. Hold on to a few backups so we can toss them around if needed.
But actually, she's actually gonna strap. Am I allowed to strap 2 weapons on my back?
You are wearing one of the coats, so you could slip that into the coat.
Yeah, so I'll do that, and then you'll see both my weapons on my back now.
I'm trying. Me as the player wants to say, "Oh yeah, I'll take it," even though my character wouldn't use it.
Well, Bree the player
You troll.
Go ahead.
What were you saying, Sylvane?
Oh, I just said you troll.
Yes.
Well, Bree the player doesn't usually jump on loot because I want to make sure everyone has what their needs, but Silver the character would love this thing.
I think
So if
Silver's
anyone
wants
wants
to
it,
keep for now.
please take it. But it's a river right item. You know what I mean? Like it's just Silver would want that.
It's family.
Yep. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mia. Yes.
Yeah. I go back to the chest and I just check the bottom to make sure there's not like a false bottom or a hidden compartment or anything.
Give me an investigation.
Trying
I
not
hold
to
out
be
a hand
troll.
for a fist bump. Hey, Mithluna.
Bank. wait! Before you do that, bonk, and then like you're leaned in all the way over. Are your feet still touching the ground?
Nope. Have any of you seen Free Run?
I take your feet and go whoop,
She
so
always
that
gets
you're all the way
herself
into.
stuck in a chest, and he's just like, okay. Oh yeah. That's 21.
A21, you notice that
Mhm.
there is a false bottom to this chest.
Bingo. And do I figure out a way to open it with that roll?
Yep. As you open it up, you notice that there is a handle inside, and that's it. Like a handle made of stone connected. No, that just goes right up to the side of the chest. Specifically to the left side of the chest.
Okay. So I hop in the chest, I turn around, and I look at everyone else. So, who wants to find out what this does?
Yes.
And you pull it.
Yes.
As you pull it from the smaller room that is back behind, so there's a large room to your left, and then another small room farther back from there.
Mhm.
Skad, you are the only one with your passive perception that can hear it.
Oh no.
A small click in that direction.
I hop out of the chest and I scramble over. I peek in the room, check
What was
first
it?
for
So-
no trouble.
Hey, where are you going?
Do you actually, as you head over, you haven't even opened up that little room.
Yeah, I stop at the door and I listen for any sound or trouble.
Don't hear anything.
I open the door.
One.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
Well,
do.
Scott clearly seems to know something we don't.
Apparently.
Skad probably knows a whole lot of things.
Might be me because I'm asking questions.
No, it's other thing.
Oh, okay.
That better?
Much better.
I think it's just getting my my air vent in the back here.
Ah. Well, it sounded like the mic was like right up next to your lips,
It did.
Yeah.
which happens.
Yeah.
Happened to me many a time before, where I've accidentally just like been right here for a second, and like, oh, you're right there.
I like that voice.
That one right there.
Kermit the Frog here.
No, the croaky one. I demand an NPC with that voice.
So,
Is he a
Scott,
Muppet
you
of
do
a
not
man?
hear any sounds from the other side of the room.
Nope.
So I,
Or a Muppet of a man.
A man of a Muppet.
so I open the door and I look in the room to see what I can see.
It is a closet, and on the
Does anything come out of the closet?
far left, so as you're looking in,
You beat me
it's
to
a
it.
little bit forward. It's a 15-foot deep by 20-foot wide closet. The way this is set up, this is a closet for more than 2 people.
Okay.
With the way the rest of this room is set up, you're probably guessing that there was other people living in this room with the main 2 family. So,
See?
Japanese
The
style
bed is for
house family.
the bed is for a whole group of people.
And on the
All the rich
far
people
wall,
sleep in the bed.
to the far left, there is a small stone door that has clicked open. You're noticing that this room, this closet, it is about 5 feet away from the mural. This wall doesn't
So
butt up
we've
to.
looped around and we're behind the mural. Okay, now I have my bearings. Kind of lost them from the middle. Okay. I think everyone sees me pull it. You see a look on my face of I hop out, I skitter over to the door, I listen at the closet door, I open it, have my bow drawn. You see me spot something, and I just walk inside and don't tell you guys.
Oh,
So I
great.
walk
Now
across
Scott's
the
in the
room
closet.
and I go to that little door and I peek inside the secret door.
As you look inside, you notice that this room is very sparse. You're also on the other side of the glass mural. And with the glass mural reversed, for the first time you're noticing that the only thing that is actually reversed about this particular image is the river right, the blood screamer, and the hill. Navarro and Ricks are not reversed on this side of the mural.
So they look the same on that side and on this side?
Yes. Also noticing that there is a third person in the mural.
Who is the third person?
You are now looking at you're also noticing that the hill that you're looking at isn't the hill that you are under. It is one of the hills that you passed by and over on your way here. And there is an easel with a canvas set up on it, and you see Dorichid peeking out from behind it. So you have essentially flipped the camera around.
Yeah. So he's painting the mural that was out there, and now we're in looking at the other side as if someone had seen him
You're
painting the mural.
Yeah. Roll me a religion check.
Yeah.
At advantage.
Okay. Baller.
Also boop, because I'm right behind you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. 17.
17. You get the strong feeling that this is the kind of shenanigans Dorichid would do. You're also starting to get the realization that a lot of the extra magicalness of this place was provided by a god. Specifically the god of magic and knowledge.
So he made the mural almost like this fun little illusory little joke where it looks normal, but if you sneak around the back door, it's this fun little Easter egg. He Easter egged the mural. He Easter egged the mural.
Yeah.
With
Classic.
that role, do I also get the sense that maybe he provided some of the magic for the star chart?
Yeah. Like, you're starting to connect the dots of, like, all of the additional magical stuff that you're going to be seeing here. Like, it's those moments of, like, there's no way a regular caster could do this.
Yeah.
Now you see why.
So, I think with that religion role as well, Scott also puts together, oh, this ain't just some normal mithril mine either.
This mine was shown to them by those three. Additionally, there's more in this room.
Yeah. Scott's just like...
In the middle of this room, there is a full set of armor. And on a standing mount. And in front of it, there is a set of hand axes. Closer to like battle axe for proper thing. They're not like great axes, but they're battle axes. That have long chains going off the bottom of them that reach up to wrist cuffs that are currently opened. There is no hinge mechanism that you can see, but it is hinged.
Just like the statue out in the foyer there.
The armor that you are looking at is highly, like, there's a lot of etching along all over it. It is a set of very shiny armor. You're not quite sure of the material, but you can probably make a guess of what the material, aside from the gold and black iron that has been used for
this internal structure,
for the finery among it.
When
Is
you say
this
full
a-
set, are you saying a full set of plate?
Yes.
Oh. How tall is it? Is it?
I just
It
start,
is sized
I
for a
start,
dwarf.
I just start patting Mithluna. I'm like, go get Silver, go get Silver, go get Silver.
Silver! She just goes over to Silver. Sure, Silver, get over here.
I think you
Silver,
you
there's
say it
something
like in a
important for you to
panicked
see.
sound too, so Silver just
Yeah.
hears us panicking.
I just like cartoon just running. My sword's out. Who do I gotta hurt?
Mama!
You need
and I'm just pointing at the armor.
It's so cool.
As you see the armor, roll me a history check at advantage.
I put my sword back.
It's hidden. It's hidden. We can take it.
By the way, is there another hidden door to the orcish side as well?
None that you can see. Well, actually, you do see the latch mechanism.
So, yeah.
17.
So both sides have access to this sort of hidden space.
You're not sure how it's open from the other side.
Yeah.
17. You are pretty sure that this is actually Donovan's armor. This isn't a recreation. This is his mithril plate mail.
I just
And as the
Mithluna
rumors
grabs your
run
shoulders.
through your head, you have a small, sneaking suspicion that it's more than just mithril armor. You also, off of your history check, can tell that those are Gravebringer's axes.
Silver doesn't move. And she's
I
just
think Scott
stuttering.
leans over and just says, I think you'll be okay without the short sword now.
It's hidden. We can take it. Look, it looks like it would fit you.
She'll walk up to it and she'll kind of put her hands on it.
As
And
on the actual
she-
plate mail,
Yeah.
as you put your hands on it, there's a slight hum to the plate mail.
Do I have any instinct of what that hum means? Like, am I meant to have this armor, or
You have no idea what it means.
Can I Arcana to see if I can figure that out?
Does Silver mention the hum?
I think she would kind of mutter. She'll look at it's like humming, and
Now
I
you
don't
can make your
know-
roll.
There you go. It's like humming, and I don't know if it's meant.
Thea, let me give you advantage, because I also am proficient in Arcana, so I'll give you advantage.
Well,
Because
fantastic.
I don't know if this means I'm supposed to have it or leave it. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so that's let's see. 22.
22. You have heard of this kind of thing happening before, though it is very rare. If a magical item hums, it's usual. If it hums noticeably, that means that it is more than just a little magical. Like, there is some enchantments on this motherfucker. It is not just
yes.
mithril armor. This is enchanted plate mail. And I am willing to give a above the table note if you would like.
Yes, please, because I'm
Oh,
conflicted.
please.
You will not be able to get all of the enchantments active when you attune to it.
I'll turn to the rest of the group.
You might be able to level with it, is kind of what I'm
Yeah,
hearing Guild say.
It's a
Yes.
legendary item.
No.
I'm gonna
This
turn
isn't
to-
legendary. This is This is an artifact. You have
Guys,
found
yeah.
2 artifacts, one of very few in my setting.
Not even level 3, and you've given us 2 artifacts.
Yep,
Okay,
don't worry about it.
guys.
Yes.
I know this is me shaped, but I'm conflicted because do you guys consider this hidden? Am I even allowed to have this? Do
This
you
is
guys?
the most
Yeah,
hidden.
I had to
thing.
dig
This is
through
hidden.
a chest, find
Okay.
a hidden compartment, and pull a switch and go in the closet. I
In
haven't
a-
been back in the closet since I was a teenager.
If I take this,
This is a hidden this is a hidden room inside a closet. This is a hidden room hidden by a switch underneath a hidden false bottom of a
of a hidden
chest
back room.
in a
Yeah.
hidden, like, the levels of
Yeah,
hidden
and-
on this, like,
Silver
Yes.
understands that, but she's trying
I-
to she's
and
trying to make
By
sure
the way,
she's being
I
respectful.
want to look at the face of Dorichid. Has his expression changed as Silver's looking at this?
he's
I
smirking.
was just gonna mention
Yeah.
he's smirking.
Fiacre,
Mithluna
what
puts
were you
a
gonna... Sorry, your hand has been up. Sorry, Llama.
I was just going to say that Fiacre kind of like reaches a hand, like not fully contact, like stops short of like an inch from like patting Silver's shoulder, and then does it and
What?
says, Silver, I know that sometimes when something very good happens to you, it can be difficult to accept, similarly to when something terribly bad happens. And I know that this seems too good to be true, but I think I dare not speak for the group, and they kind of like look back at the group and say, I think we'd all agree that this is for you, in every sense of the word, for you.
She's gonna hold back tears. Are you sure I'm worthy?
You feel
Mithluna.
a small little goblin hand in yours, tugs on you,
And
gets you to look down at him.
and Mithluna's hand on her shoulder at the same time.
Skad looks up at you and says, I already said it with the short sword. I'm searching here for you. Anything I find, you decide what to do with. Whether you're worthy or not, we found it, and it could be very useful for the jobs we've been given. Because we're dealing with big god stuff now. This could help us. And if you're not worthy, it'll probably just crush you and kill you.
Good point. Llama, what were you gonna say?
Just pointing over at Dorichid. It might help us find him.
And if it means I have to slap less band-aids on your gut, so be it.
You enjoy it secretly, Mia.
No, I don't enjoy putting the band-aids on. It's when I tighten it and hear you grunt out of pain that I get a little bit of a sick, twisted pleasure.
Yeah.
However, it's the actual applying of the band-aid. Not always so much, because I'm more used to animal blood, not necessarily dwarf, human.
Fair.
Well, goblin, not always so mine, but this one I
Pl-
don't want to bleed.
So
Plus, look at this. You already know how to throw axes, and you're being given some throwing axes that come right back to you. Or
So
could
with
be
that-
pulled back to you.
she will step up in front of it. She'll mutter the words, skulls for the skull throne. I am Sylvia Penelope Thorum Riverwright. I am accepting this gift and wear this armor with pride. And she'll say that in Orcish, and she'll put the armor on.
It takes you a bit of time to get the armor on.
I help.
Struggling 1 foot at a time.
Oh, it's full plate.
Yeah.
10 minutes halved if someone helps you.
Help!
I'll help.
Someone help!
I'll
Yeah.
help.
Thanks, Llama.
So, yeah, it doesn't fit properly. It feels like it is made for a masculine person that is not the same size as you,
hmm
but it doesn't feel necessarily wrong. Question is, do you put on... do you fully equip the axes?
I feel like I have to, right?
Do it.
Might
I'm
as well
going
complete
to.
the
Advantage,
ensemble.
know.
and I hold it out to you to put your hand in.
I put my hand in the monocle.
As you close the monocle around, with the chain set off just to the lower side, when you push it closed, which it closes with relative ease, despite it being fairly heavy metal, it fuses. congratulations, you have accidentally put on a set of cursed-ish. They will not come off.
Ever?
I mean, there's a way you can get them off, and they're technically already attached to you.
Oh, I got too greedy.
You are able to get stuff. You are able to get things on and off if you attune to them, because you have locked yourself in, but you have not attuned to them yet. There is a chance to get them off before you attune, but if you attune, I will give you the above table note of there is a way to manage the fact that you now have chains hanging off of your wrists once you attune to it.
I just have gaudy bracelets. I'll attune to it, but I just have gaudy bracelets.
Wait, would we know that they were cursed as soon as they latch on, or would we think that it's just part of the magic of the?
You just think that it's part of the magic that it closes
Yeah.
and makes no seam when it's shut.
Can I still
By the
use
way,
other
sleek
weapons?
design.
Impressive
You
craftsmanship.
can. You will be
Okay.
at disadvantage until you have attuned to them, because you have 2 chains hanging off your wrist, and at the end of those chains, you have 2 like 5-foot chains that at the end have battle axes.
Oh,
So
I
very
should
similar
not have
to
gotten greedy.
Kratos in the
That's
first
okay.
God of War game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
You
what?
sneaky little.
Who,
Think of it as
me?
a short-term loss for a long-term gain.
That's true.
It is.
Wait, is this a normal like material plane style dwarven weapon?
This is first
all
off an
that chain?
orcish weapon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say this has got to be orcish.
Mithluna's question still stands because she doesn't know that.
I'm betting there was some sort of warning if we had actually examined the statue out in the foyer there. Maybe we would have put together that this wasn't such a good idea. But at the table, we don't know. I think all
Yeah,
of us
we don't
were
know,
like, "Hey,
like,
you
our
got
characters-
armor on you now."
She is still dangling her
Um,
wrist though.
Because does the armor require attunement as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you attune to both of them, they will only take 1 attunement slot.
They'll pair up.
They will pair
Oh,
up.
nice.
Yes. So
They are
that's what I'm
2
gonna do.
different artifacts, which means you will have access to fewer artifacts in the long run.
Yeah. So that's why I will attune to both of them.
Yeah, that's gonna
Damn.
take an hour.
I
Oh,
don't know
we
how
need
to.
to. We need to take a
I think
short
I
rest
think
anyway.
we've still got to
for-
make the items. To add 'em.
So the 2 artifacts are the axes that are attached to me and the set of armor, or is it that short sword and the set of armor?
It is the armor and the axes.
Okay. Perfect.
The axes are a artifact in a very particular way, and they have a really cool mechanic to them that I am so looking forward to telling you about.
Okay, cool. I'm excited. I don't feel as greedy now because it feels right. Because Silver's just like,
Mhm.
she's kind of having an existential moment, but Bree's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Does Bree feel a little guilty? Yes, but we are in the mines.
No one else here is
Um,
a super like up close fighter. This was
Yeah, that's
meant for
true.
you.
Hey, Silver,
Yeah.
I think you did the right thing. And I point to the mural.
As you look up, you notice that Navarro has a grin on his face, and the mural itself is looking down to you, like a smirk to his grin. And Grekrix's smile has changed from like a proud "I am a warrior" smile to "there will be blood" kind of smile.
Yeah.
Like a
Nice.
someone's gonna get
He's
fucked
going
up,
manic.
and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Mhm.
I'm going to try and flip the 2, trying to get it adjusted. I'm going to try and flip the 2 axes into my hands with that.
I step back, just
Give me a athletics check.
Okay. Because I'm
The
feeling
DC
pumped after
isn't
seeing that.
super high, but you're also this is the first time that you're doing this.
15.
15. Yeah, you're able to like snatch up your hands and grip them. It's fairly intuitive, but these are
clumsy.
handles on the ends of chains. You also notice that the chains have weight to them currently. Like you have 10 feet of chain across both arms.
Do I look cool?
You look very cool.
Thank
look
you.
badass.
She's just
Do
sort
the
of gonna.
chains clink and make noise and affect someone's ability to sneak around?
I don't really sneak, so that's okay.
Currently,
That's true.
yes.
Ooh.
You are,
Um,
while you are currently at disadvantage
Mm.
with,
The plate in her existing armor too.
let me rephrase
Mhm.
this. You are at a very particular disadvantage until attunement.
That
If
makes
you
sense.
try and sneak for the foreseeable future, no.
No.
Nope.
Like, there is technically a chance if you want to roll those 4 dice.
I don't really sneak as it is. That's Scott's job, so I'm not too terribly
Yeah.
worried about it.
And yet, you heard me right. 4 dice.
Yeah, it's double disadvantage.
Technically triple.
Triple.
Because double disadvantage will be
Amazing.
3d20s
Oh, that's
taking
right.
the lowest. You're at 40-20 taking the lowest of the rolls.
I want to just test that. I'm gonna try and. I want to just. I'm curious.
Because you
Once
have
that's
two
done,
Again,
axes.
there
I
is a
Why?
chance. We all love Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. Is there anything else in this room? Anything else on the pedestal? Any words,
Not one.
inscriptions?
On the pedestal itself,
Mhm.
you notice that while there isn't any proper wording, you do see arcane script.
Can I tell what it is for?
Are you proficient in Arcana yourself?
I am not.
Then you are not able to roll, but I do see Fiacre looking to roll.
Yep. Fiacre, can you figure this one out?
I'm good at reading.
I didn't say I was bad at reading. This is just magic shit.
God's job is paperwork. What do you mean?
And spying on things, but we don't need to talk about that.
We didn't have to.
Uh,
You're the one who brought it up.
Touche.
That would be a 16.
You can tell the effects of essentially a consistent usage prestidigitation. This entire area is spotless, and you're now seeing of where that power is coming from.
Ah.
This pedestal is giving off the clean the housing area, keep it dust free, keep the armor polished,
So it's a magical Roomba.
more or less. There's another magical Roomba somewhere in here, but we don't need to worry about that just.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
We'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
What every player wants to hear from their DM. We don't have to worry about that right now.
Yeah.
And
You'll
remember,
see it,
if we want to
maybe.
scare a particular party member, we can just say we'll burn that ship when we get on it.
Well, that just means you're threatening me.
Going into...
Like I said, we'll
I'm actually gonna go to Silver and be like, do you still want that short sword?
She'll pull it out.
I mean, you can still keep it. I'm just
I think
wondering.
I'm gonna hold on to this.
Okay.
Until
Cool.
I get attuned with my axes. We'll use this as a backup, and then once I'm attuned and get used to it, you can have it.
All right, cool. And I also think, if I'm not mistaken, Fiacre and Mealy, don't you two have are you two good with short swords as well? I don't know. I know I am, but I'm loaded out, and because the
I'm
two of
pretty
you might
decent
be
with one, but it's
Yeah.
not.
not your style.
For every one short sword, I could carry 3 daggers. I prefer to be able to throw my weapons, not just hold
Yep.
on to them.
That is very smart.
Fiacre, do you want a
I-
weapon?
Oh, I do appreciate the consideration, but rapiers are a bit lighter,
Okay.
as is my preference.
Yeah.
So I'll
Um,
hold on
I
to it
think
then for now,
You
Scott.
can do a rapier in one hand and a short sword in the other, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I
If
do
you-
2 short swords.
I think you have to
typically
have a
do-
skill for that.
I typically do rapier and dagger, but
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
hold on to it for now. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
hold
I
on to
can
it.
carry it just in case.
but I do significantly appreciate the consideration.
Yeah, I just want to
Yes.
make sure that our loadout is spread out, just so we all have something, just in case someone gets attacked from behind by an owl bear.
Fair. But
Yes, I can only imagine.
yeah, what
Yeah.
would that be
If-
like? But yeah, I'll hold on to it until I get attuned and accustomed to these axes. Because I'm
If
gonna
we
need something.
can't risk wild magic, I could take it, but for
Yeah.
now, I'm okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can have it then.
No,
if we're-
not for now. But you hold
Yeah.
on to it for now. I just want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, in the
Um,
future, so once I don't need them,
Mhm.
need
Yeah,
it, you can have
so-
it.
I do one last sweep over the room, and I check the ceiling. Nothing else in here.
Nothing else of major importance.
Cool. I go back into the closet, and now I look around because I completely ignored it earlier.
It's just a closet.
It's cleaned out. No.
Cleaned out.
No
Again, they
evidence.
moved out.
Yeah.
Think of how many.
One of the reasons why
shoes
there's
would
a
fit in
note
there.
just left sitting perfectly pristine.
Cool. I just had to double check. All right. If you want to start, do you guys just want to take another break then and let Silver get used to it?
You are noticing that it is starting to get a bit... You are all starting to feel a little bit more tired, except for Mithluna.
Sorry.
Also, kind of what time is it? Actually, when we peeked out at the stars, did we get a sense of the time of day?
It is It is in the evening. You've been down here for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah,
down here for a while. Who wants to go sleep?
I can take
This
this
looks
watch.
This looks highly affordable. I think
Mhm.
affordable. You know the words.
It seems like the goblins didn't make it in here, so this
Mhm.
might be the safest place to set up shop for a bit.
Oh,
And they
we
wouldn't
need
be able to access anyways because they need a riverite name.
Mhm.
Well,
Right.
did the door shut behind us?
Not yet.
I'll go up to the door and
Let's go shut them.
I'll say my name to first just to make sure they're really secure, and then I'll shut the doors.
When your name doesn't work, you do notice that there is actually a lever on this side of the room.
Perfect. So I'll
Convenient.
pull the lever.
The doors close.
All
And
right.
it's-
Fiacre goes
um,
and lays back on the bed and just goes.
Yeah. Mithluna, I'll go ahead and stick up with you for first watch, and then I'll sleep the rest of the evening.
I'll
Where
take
do-
last
Well, I'm
watch
usually
and
up
make
later
breakfast.
anyways.
I will give you all the over-the-table note. You are feeling secure enough to where you do not need to worry about your safety in here. This place
The
is...
reason why Mithluna volunteered to take first watch is she wanted to give Derichid a little bit of a mustache with her chalk.
You notice that anytime that you try and draw on the glass, Derichid dips behind the canvas for a second, and the chalk goes away before he peeks back out, going back to a still position. Like the canvas moves, and then
Now I have another idea. Okay, I want to write on the canvas, particularly if I can write backwards, since it seems to have like a mirror effect. but at least right forwards. Where are you?
Just using the letters R and U.
It just does the same thing of just back away, dusts it off, comes back. You're getting the feeling that this is enchanted in such a way that it interacts with this space and is not properly sentient.
Mm.
VI versus AI.
Ah, okay.
You hear a chuckle, and then Skad just leaning up against the doorway, watching you play around with it.
So I'm going
So
to.
it turns around and holds out the chalk and say, "Want to try?"
Nah. Though, I think he peeks back, sees everyone settling in. Maybe it's a time you and I had a chat. And then Guild.
About red and gold eyes.
From there, I'm going to ask everyone to fetch some dice.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
going
saying
to-
we can call it there and start next
Oh
time.
no. There's a reason we're fetching some dice. I'm going to say
Ooh.
everyone's favorite word. Ding!
Initiative.
No.
Level ups.
Level up. It's time to roll for health.
I was just
So-
gonna ask.
I was going to wait a little bit longer, but this is the perfect story beat for you guys to hit level 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask Fiacre, is
Ugh.
it okay if I'm up on the bed? I can just sleep towards your feet.
Oh, I don't care. It's very comfortable, and there's plenty of room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will note one thing, that this is one of those nights when Fiacre is. So Fiacre usually carries 2 books. They carry one book that they read from, and then they carry one book that they write in. And they're currently the one that they're penning in.
Can I kind of then adjust myself so I can like watch you because it's kind of soothing? Not like actually reading what your stuff is, but just sort of watching you write.
Oh, certainly. And Fiacre definitely gives you like an appraising look to see if you're trying to see what they're writing, and then they see you're not, and then they say they just nod.
Yep. Silver's just getting cozy. I finally am a battle master, guys.
All right, so real quick, let's get those dice rolling. I believe I need 6s, 8s, and 10s for most leveling ranges. Who wants to go first?
I'm keeping mine. I just rolled an 8.
Okay.
I don't remember what do I roll or D10.
You have a 10.
Yeah. So,
Oh my gosh, I am a ranger. I roll a D10. What am I doing?
real quick, we're gonna do silver first.
Okay.
Because I see silver has dice in hand.
It says I get 3 of them.
Oh, we're rolling health.
Yeah. Oh, this is hit dice 3d10. Oh, it's because I'm on.
That's your
level-
total. That's your total
Mhm.
hit dice.
So you're just rolling once and adding it there, and it takes care of your constitution for you.
Yeah, but
Okay.
before you actually do the messing it in there, roll your die and choose yours or mine.
Mine.
What did you get?
9.
Okay,
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Thing is, I have my D10 out. Skad, we'll do you next.
All right. Because I've got some character choices to make as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep mine. I got a 7.
Okay.
What did you roll?
I'll only answer if Skad actually wants to know.
Let me see.
Got a 10.
Nice.
No.
I
Fair,
had
fair.
a 30% chance of them rolling better than me, and I decided to play the odds.
And it works out sometimes.
I mean, I still got
All right.
8 extra hit points.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
What's your die?
D6, because I'm doing sorcerer again.
Yours or mine?
Yours.
Got a 2.
I rolled a 2.
No, you still got a 2.
I got a 2 either way.
I believe that because you're still running Bard, you're rolling a D8. Is that correct?
Me? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yours or mine?
Yours.
You got a 4.
Fantastic. I rolled a 3.
+1 to health.
Live
Yeah.
and die by the one.
And honestly, rolling an 8 on a D8 right off the bat, and just like, no, I'm going to take mine. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So from here, we're going to continue off, off stream on the end of leveling up stuff. Thank you all very much for joining us this session. We will see you all again on the 3rd Tuesday, so in 2 weeks. Until then, be well, roll safe, and enjoy the tavern.
Hey y'all, it's friendly neighborhood goblin Skad. Thank you for watching this episode of Tales from the Ten Lands. If you like this kind of stuff, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so we can let you know whenever we post a new session. You can also catch us live every first and third Tuesday of the month at 6:30 p.m. Central Time over on twitch.tv/BlackBarrelTavern. Until next time, be well, roll safe, enjoy the tavern, and yes, I am right behind you.